Hi everyone, Jana Oliveira here for Oscraps.com and for our monthly tutorial here. And I want to show the supplies that I'm going to be mixing today. So let's get started. I'm using here the paint and glitter clusters by Maya de Groot. And we are going to use some things from the art therapy tool from NBK Design, not everything of course. So we're going to be using the artsy bits and pieces, the magic lights and the papers and the confettis. So let's get started. So okay, what I started here, let me show you here what I got started. I got started with a solid background. I started 12 by 12 of course as a background, and then the paper. And we have here the frame from Maya de Groot. And I started to put some embellishment, but I'm gonna wait on this. First, let's address this frame here. So this is a PNG file which has a transparent background. So the way I want to clip this picture here that is in the bottom here, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to go here to our shape tool, and right now I have the ellipse tool, and if you go here down on the shapes here, there's a rectangle tool. So I'm gonna click here on the rectangle, and I'm just going here and do kind of a square, and we can adjust this later. Here I'm just gonna turn a little bit, and then of course have to tuck this in. So you basically do the size behind the frame, and that's it. So we have here our shape, and what you can do as well, you can right click and you can simplify the layer here, and you just have a pixel mask there. If I'm not wrong in Photoshop, you can rasterize it. So I'm not gonna put my picture there, and of course it's way big, so I'm gonna do this smaller, a little bit. And accept and Option Alt, and let's clip that. And then from here you can make it. So then I put some paint there. I want to have a lot of texture on this, so first let's take care of the other picture. So what we're going to do here is a kind of a shelf kind of design, but we're gonna break the rules a little bit, because in artsy you can break the rules a little bit. So what I did, I got one of the magic lights, and I'm gonna make this magic light a little bit smaller. And I have this picture here that I turned in black and white, and I'm gonna choose the Option Alt and clip that picture to the magic lights. And I'm gonna go to the magic light, and I'm just gonna push it a little bit so we don't see the edge there. Okay, so we now have a nice blended picture there, and then we have the paint here on the background. So now I just want to bring some more interest to the backgrounds, and keep bringing things forward or on top. So here on the artsy bits and pieces, we have some paints. I just maybe want to bring some more texture to this, and other colors as well. I'm gonna bring more texture to the background, so I'm gonna bring that there. And then we have the nice transition from the paint to the picture. And Maya has this nice blue lacy here, so it goes a little bit with a more masculine tone there for me. We have sometimes to see, and it's okay to change things, see what you like, see what you don't like there. And what I'm going to do, I'm going here on the frame, because you see here it's spilling a little bit over the frame there. So I'm going to get a mask here and just go to the brushes, and I'll get one of the default brushes. Just get a soft round brush, and And I'm just gonna bring that edge back of the lace. There you go. So just a little tap. I think the title is going to be here on this area, so we could maybe put some sprinkles here and see maybe some elements here. So let's see what else do we have. So she has a corner shape here, so I'm gonna get that to the left side. I don't want to out select, that's why it's having me trouble. So I'm just gonna turn this. And you can use later the shadows that you want. I'm gonna take this layout to Photoshop and finish with my shadows there, because I prefer it that way. But if you use, you can use certainly a style here in Photoshop Elements, but I already have all my styles and I like to tweak them in Photoshop. We have this here, but I have one on top of everything there. So we have some sprinkles there on the corner. And let's see if we have some 3D elements that we can put more here. I don't use a lot of flowers, especially when doing layouts for my son. So I'm just gonna use this here on this corner. So we have element there, and the S is very big. So of course this is like on top of things, but what we're going to do, we're going to add a mask. You know, you can modify your elements, don't feel afraid of that. So Photoshop Elements has this dry media brush as the default brushes, so I just, you know, just to give a little more texture here and don't seem like I just erased, just gonna finish this like this. And then what I'm going to do, I'm gonna get this title here and we hide that a little bit and just put underneath the flower here, and we can go back here and just mask more of this and put this flower back. And then we have that there, and I'm going to go back to the mask and to the brush and on black and just remove this line from the face. So why we use a mask instead of deleting it? Because you maybe regret some things and you want to go back and adjust, like adjust a leaf there. And if you use delete, then you have to keep Command Control Z or go into History panel, and you don't want to do that. So this is a non-destructive thing that you can do. So to finish here, I'm gonna add some light to this and some effects special to that black and white, so we can put some more magic lights. And let me go back to the lower level here, or maybe on top of him. And let's put the stars there. And now let's use in the blend modes to see what works best, because it all depends on your picture and, you know, what you wanted to accomplish and things like that. So I actually, maybe I'm gonna put to normal. See, you have to play and put on back of him. There you go, that's much better. And but I still want some color on top of him, so let's try the soft ones here, which is kind of the same one that I used to use as a mask. So let's try this one, which is a more diffused one, so we can use it as a color filter almost. there is a red color on the color magic light, so I'm just going to then take advantage of that, and it's gonna warm it up his face there. The soft light's usually softer, so I like it this here that we can see the redness, and what I can do is just decrease the opacity a little bit. And what we can do as well is go again to mask. If you think it's too much on the face, go back to a soft brush, and I'm gonna decrease the opacity because I don't want to take the effect too much. So just wanna really tap in it. See, I brought it too much, so just gonna reduce even more. Go back to white and put some back, but not that much. Black, and just remove a little bit. That's it. So much better. And I want this colorful one here to try on our back, me and him together, which is a color picture. Yeah, because of the colors that it has, it doesn't go really well with my layout because it has purple and all these kind of things. But if you use color dodge, it went really well with my color scheme here on the background that is more a green orange color. So I like it. So what I would do, I would just write here at the bottom here my journaling and where this was taken, and I'll take to Photoshop and do the shadows. As always, you can see the finalized version with my journaling and the shadows in the blog post. Check Oscraps.com blog to see, and if you would like to see any other product in the video, let me know in the comments in the blog post, and we would love to teach you how to use it. Thank you.